My name is Josh Abernathy. I'm a small business owner. My Preparing Emerging Managers credential helped me with my leadership skills and has created more productive teams in my environment, and everything is more, the teams are more conducive, productive, and effective. If you're not sure what your next path is or which path you want to go down, the Microcredentials can give you a small glimpse of different perspectives, of different areas that you might consider, and you take a few credentials, and it's not going to hurt because they can count as once you decide your bachelor's or your major what's to be, you already have electives or possible coursework done already. So either way, it's going to help you figure out what you want to do, and also it will count towards your degree. Coming back to school as a non-traditional student was intimidating for me at first because I haven't been in school in over 25 years, and it was a little overwhelming at first. But once I got here, and my advisor and professors made me feel comfortable, and it was an easier transition than I thought it was going to be.